What's up, world? This is the How To I Do channel, and I am your host, Ed Gray. And I'm coming to you in a total different way than I normally do. So just hang out with me as I tell you this crazy dream I had. Still talking about marriage, but I thought this dream would paint a different picture. So I'm gonna title this The Little Things. All right. So I'm driving, so bear with me if I stop and start talking and stop talking and all that stuff. Anyway, so in this dream, I was at this event, and apparently I was the caretaker for this little snake. He was like maybe an inch long, and he was like lime green, right? I don't know why I was the caretaker. I don't even like snakes. So, yeah, I know it's a dream. Anyway, long story short, I'm at this event, and this little snake is the highlight of the event. So what he does is he comes out and he eats a bug, and everybody claps and smiles and they're happy, and that's the whole thing. But this reporter came up to me and was like, "Hey, I want to feature him on on our channel tonight. Can you get him to come out?" I was like, all right, cool. So I get the snake to come out. He comes out, peeks his little head out, and everybody starts clapping and all that stuff that people do when they see something cute. And I give him the little bug, and he eats the little bug, and they all clap, and everybody's happy. And so, I started talking to people, and before I know it, I look back into his little cage or whatever we were keeping him in, and I realized that he's gone. So I'm like, oh crap, where'd he go? So I look down on the floor and I see him crawling, and I was like, let me go get him. So I walk over to get him, and I see that he has his eyes on this little bitty bug that's on the floor. So I'm like, oh, well, let him, get his little bug, and we'll go back to the table. So when I reach down to get him after he's eating this little bug, he takes out. And I'm just like, God dang, man. So I reach up, I try to run after him, and I see what he's running after himself. He sees a bigger bug, so he wants to eat that one. So I'm like, all right, I'll let him eat the big bug, and then we're going back. So when he gets done eating the bigger bug, I pick him up, or I try to pick him up, but he takes out again. This time he takes out and runs into this hole in the ground. Now, we're at an event. I ain't got nothing to get him out of a hole in the ground. But he's playing with me at this point, and he thinks it's funny. It's a dream, all right? He thinks it's funny. So he runs in the hole, and I'm just like, oh man, I gotta get him out because we still at this event. So I walk over to the hole to try to get him out, and then he darts out of the hole between my legs and starts out up this hill, because by this time we're outside. And so he takes out up this hill, and at the top of this hill is a garage. And so he takes out up the hill to the garage, right? And in the garage is like hay for like horses or whatever. And I see that, and I'm like, all right, this mess ain't cute no more. I'm finna grab him and we going home. Like, we're not even staying for the event. So I'm gonna go up and grab him out of this garage until I look inside the garage and I see this big mountain lion standing there at the doorway of the garage with a white baby bonnet on. It's a dream, all right? It's crazy. But this big mountain lion has this white baby bonnet on the top of his head. And I look at him, and he looks at me, and he starts growling and snarling and all the stuff that lions do, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm looking at him, and I start backing away. And I'm just like, you know what? Forget this snake. I gotta go. And so I'm backing away, and he starts walking towards me. Now, I've watched the Animal Channel and National Geographic channels and all that stuff, but at this point, I can't remember if I'm supposed to make myself bigger to him, you know, or am I supposed to like play dead, or am I supposed to stop, drop, and roll, or what? I don't know. You know, I'm drawing a blank. So I do what any normal black person would do in a case like this where there's a lion or a crazy situation. I ran. I did. I ran. You would have thought I was Carl Lewis. I ran so fast. But when I was running, I realized that I was making this whining noise. Like, I don't know. It was a dream, okay? I'm running. I'm trying to save my life. And then I realized that in the back of me, I hear the mountain lion making the same noise. He's making the noise too. So I'm like, what in the world is going on? So I stopped running. I don't know. But when I stopped running, the mountain lion kept running. Like, he ran past me. And he stopped like a ways away and looked at me like, hey, let's play. And then I realized why he has the white bonnet on his head. He's a baby lion. He doesn't know that I'm Lunch. He thinks I'm his pal. And then at this time, I'm like, I don't really know what to do. So now I'm back in marriage mode. All right. So what does any of this have to do with marriage, right? My point is this. A lot of times we think that, or we focus on the big issues. Like, I was focused on this big old mountain lion, like, because I should have been. He's huge. But a lot of times we focus on the big mountain lions, like, oh, he didn't buy me the $10,000 ring that I wanted. You know, I'm mad at him. I don't like him. Blah, blah. You know, when we should be paying attention to the little things. That little snake was tearing up everything. And what I realized about snakes and what little things represent is the fact that sometimes the little things, like the white lies and the convenient information that we leave out of conversations with our spouse, what I realized between the little things and the little snake is that eventually that little snake is going to be big. And what's going to happen is he's going to sneak up on you, just like the little white lie. You know what I'm saying? And what's going to happen is when you least expect it, then that's when everything is going to mess up, and he's going to bite you, and he's going to be after you, and there's nothing you can do about it because you didn't deal with the little thing from the beginning. I should have never let that little snake eat that bug. I should have put him back in the jar. And that's what many of us have to do in our marriages. When we see the little things that are out of place, we need to deal with them at the moment and not let it run around and chase after it and, oh, it's so cute. No, it's okay. You know, don't worry about it, because eventually he's coming to bite you in the butt. See, I still don't know where that snake went, but I do know where that mountain lion was. And he was a big problem, but he wasn't a threat. That little snake, he's going to be a threat. And so that's why it's the little things that matter, because it's the little things that create the big problems. So I hope that helps somebody. Otherwise, I hope you got a good laugh, because I did when I woke up and realized that I really didn't have no snake. That was good to know. But anyway, that's all I got for you. Until next time, make sure that you like, share, subscribe, and all that jazz. And log into our website, howtoido.org, and follow us on all your social media outlets at the How To I Do. That's it. Peace.